So hey guys, I don't know about you, but this winter has felt pretty long, or I'm just getting really anxious for summertime to come. So I thought I'd start a little project here. I know it's a little early, but it's something I did want to get accomplished, and it allows me to have a little bit more time to get things done right. Every year we always mark our rows off in our garden of what plants are planted where, and we usually use like the little cheap plastic ones that you get from the store, or we've used spoons. And this year I figured we would make something out of wood, something that can hopefully hold up for many years to come. I'm gonna kind of wing it here. I got an extra 2x4 laying around, and I think a rough idea what I'm gonna do to get this accomplished. I'll cut a bunch of these boards all down to about an inch or about 1.5 feet long. My thoughts behind this is it allows me to drive it into the ground, but still leave quite a bit of the stake up above the ground where I can mark these up pretty nicely and they're easily readable.
Time's coming and I can feel the chill again. It's been like this for too many years. I chill a bone, shiver and give away a meager man, and the hurt that the winter air can bring. What about the times that things were not so bad? Tell me those, you're making me cry. It breaks me up that you went through a hard time. How can we move on from our lives? Feel the time coming when I can be an honest man. Tell that dude he straight messed up my life. Sucker punch maybe falling out of line again. Consider me in the way this has been. Give me time to console in this aftermath. In my shoes you would murder a man. Think about the memories that you stole from me. In my time I am doing just fine.
So all we have left to do is get a little polyurethane on these. What I ended up doing was just cutting the 2x4s a little 45 degrees on the end, and then taking those boards and ripping them into thirds. So this is roughly about 1.25 inches thick. So it should be able to hold up to some good poundings into the ground. They are pine though, so they'll be more susceptible to rot. So the plan is to get a little polyurethane on them to help protect them. For the fonts on these, wasn't my plan or the look I was going for. It sort of has that retro logo type look. You know, we live 45 minutes at least one-way drive to any sort of craft store or anything like that. So spend an hour and a half in the car to go get some stickers or stencils or some sort of vinyl or something like that just wasn't worth it to me. So what I ended up doing was just printing off some letters roughly the size I wanted onto a piece of paper, using a little X-Acto knife, cutting those out and then spraying them. But I ended up with a little bit of overspray on everything. It just didn't look very crisp and clean, so I ended up coming back in here and cleaning it all up with a permanent marker. So it'll work, it'll get the job done. But if we lived closer, maybe I'd think about getting some sort of stencil or even stickers. The polyurethane here, actually the thing that sold me on this brand, I've been using it for like the last 15 years or something like that, is I remember walking into the store and they had this penny that was just buried. I mean, the polyurethane was just so thick and this penny was just buried in this stuff. And this was the stuff that they used. And I picked up a can, really enjoyed it ever since. It is an indoor-outdoor polyurethane. It's supposed to be, you know, UV protectant and hold up to rain and moisture and temperature swings and all that stuff. So, anyways, oh, one other thing real quick I'm going to touch on. If you're thinking about building something like this yourself, another idea, these are just some of the things that always end up our garden every year, but we also have a lot of stuff that we rotate and try out every year as well. So I have a bunch of other blank stakes as well, and I think what I'm going to do for those is I'm going to drill holes through the tops of these, and then I'll hook up some sort of lanyard type setup, and then maybe use like a heat-treated baseball card holder or something like that, and I could put the seed wrappers in there. Or some sort of number that links to our garden journal, and I can keep those in there. I don't know how much, I'm guessing the UV's rays will really beat up on the seed packets if I just left them out there, so it might be better not to do that. But, you know, I could tie some sort of little lanyard label onto these, you know, just an idea. So I'm sure this video is getting long. I'll get the last couple coats of polyurethane on here, and we'll have to just wait it out for about another 2.5 months here before finally start to get to use these.